How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be the NHL prediction for me for the playoffs, in the play-ins, what do you want to call it. It's a lot to think about. Hockey hasn't been played in about 4 months, guys. It's been a long time, and it's going to just be really my opinion on what I think is going to happen. Am I going to be right? Probably not, but that's okay. It's about fun, of course. We're having fun with this, guys. It's just fun to talk about hockey again and games that are going to matter, right? So, again, don't yell at me. I know many people are saying you're dumb. And listen, guys, it's just my prediction. No one knows what's going to happen, literally. Anything could happen. These teams haven't played in months. I just don't know. What I do expect, though, I expect the younger players to do better than the older players. At least at first, I think. Because they're going to be so young and fresh, and I feel like the older players and the older teams are going to need more time to really get into it, right? That's just my opinion on it, though. But personally, that's going to play a big factor, I think, into the play-in rounds as well. So we're going to start with the play-in rounds. We're going to start with the Eastern Conference, okay? So we're going to look at the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Columbus Blue Jackets, okay? To me, this matchup, it really should not be close. I mean, the Leafs are a way better team than the Blue Jackets. Like, if you look at their offense, it's so much better with Matthews, Marner, and Nylander. The Blue Jackets, yeah, they have Dubois. I mean, they have Atkinson. They have some players, Foligno. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, those 3 players on the Leafs are, like, top players in the league. I mean, Matthews especially, and Marner are top 10 players, you could argue, in the league. So, it's really, I would say, a pretty easy one for me. I think the Leafs are definitely going to win that matchup. I'd be stunned if they didn't. So, of course, they will play the 1 seed, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then you have the Penguins and the Habs. This is another matchup, guys, and I truly believe that, it really is going to be easy as well. I mean, I really do believe that the Penguins will win this series. I mean, Price could steal a game for them, but I don't really expect them to do. First of all, I didn't really mention, but I think the Leafs will take very, very quick work of the Blue Jackets. I think they'll win that series easily 2-0. But also for the Penguins, I think they'll win this series at 2-1 because of Price. And Price can steal a game. He definitely can. Carey Price is still one of the best goalies. I mean, I know his numbers don't say it recently, but he's still no one wants to play against Carey Price in the playoffs. Let's leave it at that, all right? So they move on. You have the Islanders and Panthers. It's another series I really don't know what to make of. I mean, the Islanders, talent-wise, are definitely not as good as the Panthers, but their system's very good, of course. We know how they're such a good systematic team. I don't know. This is really a toss-up, this series. I just don't know. I would say the Islanders, I guess, just because of their system and how stingy they are defensively, and their goaltending is pretty decent with Varlamov. I just don't know. I mean, that's just my guess, though. Islanders advance that one. Then we have the Hurricanes and Rangers. It's a very, very intriguing matchup because I know the Rangers actually beat the Hurricanes all 4 games this regular season, which is interesting. But, I mean, the Hurricanes are the better team, like, all around, right? But the Rangers have Panarin, Zibanejad. Those are 2 top players. Those are very, very good players. The goaltending is very sketchy for the Hurricanes as well. I just don't know about this one. It's very, very tough. I don't know, honestly. This is very, very difficult, to be honest with you guys. I would have to say probably my gut tells me the Hurricanes. It does. I mean, I know I'm a Devils fan. You say, "Oh, you're a hater, Henrique." No, I mean, I just think the Hurricanes are a more balanced team than the Rangers. The Rangers are going to be better than the Hurricanes probably pretty soon. I mean, Shesterkin is a fantastic goalie. I mean, that's the thing. The goaltending is obviously already on their side. So that's the only thing. If it comes down to goaltending, Rangers will win. But I just don't know how much you can do if the Hurricanes are playing very well. I think Dougie Hamilton's back too, right? So that'd be intriguing as well. Then we got the West. We got the Flames and Jets. The Flames just they choke every time when they're in the playoffs. Let's be honest, guys. The Flames they won 50 games last year and they lost in 5. So I don't know how much I can trust them. The Jets are a nice team, very fast team. Wheeler, Scheifele, Connor. Those are very, very good players. I would take the Jets over the Flames. Gaudreau, he kind of had a weird season. The Flames are a good team, don't get me wrong, but I think the Jets are going to take this one. I don't know why. I feel like the Jets are just a better team in this matchup. in the games. I don't know. I'm not going to do game amounts anymore because it's very hard to honestly predict that. We have the Oilers and Blackhawks. Now, this is a funny matchup because, I mean, the Blackhawks, we all know they shouldn't be in the playoffs, obviously. Similar to the Habs, of course, but it's a funny matchup. It's cool to see Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews back in the playoffs. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But, I mean, you're telling me, like, that Blackhawks defense can contain Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. I just don't believe that for a second. I mean, Kane would have to absolutely go off for them to win this series. So I'm going to have to pick the Oilers in this series. I really just don't believe that they can win. I don't think they can do it. I just don't think they can do it. I really, really don't. So I got the Oilers winning that series. Canucks and Wild. Another interesting series. I mean, the Canucks are definitely the better team, right? But, I mean, who knows? The Wild are a very average team all the time. I mean, they could either surprise me and win or, you know, get absolutely destroyed. I just don't know. I personally think the Canucks are going to win this series, though. I do. Yeah, it just makes the most sense to me. Then we have the Predators and Coyotes. A very interesting matchup as well. I'm going to go with the Coyotes, honestly. You know, give Taylor Hall a chance here. I just feel like the Predators, you know, Rene's not a good goalie. Saros has been awful as well. They don't really have, like, a goaltender, it seems like. So, yeah, I really don't know what to really expect from this, really. I just don't. So, I mean, it really comes down to a lot of things. I mean, it comes down to goaltending, of course, how comfortable everyone is playing, of course. I mean, think about these players have been playing months, guys, months. Like, so who knows? I don't know what to expect at all, but I'm super excited. What I'm going to do also next is predict. I'll predict the 4 seeds from each conference, but I personally don't think I can predict the whole playoffs. I think we'll save that for when the actual playoffs start, like you know, after all the play-ins are over. So that'll be a little while still. 'Cause I just don't know if I can really predict all of that. That's a lot, right? So to me, the East top 4 after the reseeding, I personally believe that the Tampa Bay Lightning will be the 1 seed. I mean, I really do believe their talent is just too high. They're a fast team. Stamkos, Point, Kucherov. I mean, those players are, you know, Palat, Johnson's still pretty good. I mean, they have a fantastic team. Hedman, of course. I mean, you could go up and down the lineup, of course. Vasilevsky's simply unreal in net. It's a great team. I just don't really know how confident I can be in the Bruins being ready, you know. So I'm gonna have the Bruins actually no, actually, I take that back. I'm gonna have the Flyers as a 2 seed here in the East, and we're gonna have the Capitals. The Bruins at 3 and the Capitals at 4. The Capitals really limped to the finish line towards the end of the season. They were losing a lot of games. They just were not seeming like they were really into it. I know they got Kovalchuk at the deadline. Hopefully that could, you know, boost them, right? But I personally think it's going to go Tampa, Philly, Boston, and Washington. I feel like Philly's very, very underrated. I don't know why people don't really talk about Philly. I feel like Philly could win the whole thing. I really do believe that. They're just a fantastic team. Great coaching as well right now with AV, Michel Therrien, and Mike Yeo. They got a really good thing going there in Philly. I would say for the West, Colorado would be 1 for me, St. Louis 2, Vegas 3, Dallas 4. That's hard for me, though. There's a lot of great teams there. Vegas, to me, is one of the best as well. I mean, it's so hard. It really is, guys. But if I had to really, you know, select teams, that's how I would probably do it. I think Colorado is such a great young team. Of course, then we have St. Louis won the Cup last year. I mean, they're not going to be the 4 seed. I would be shocked, of course. But you never know, right? Vegas is 3, though, and then the Stars at 4. That's just my opinion. I think the Stars are definitely the weakest team of those 4. That's no question. Same thing with the Capitals. I think they're by far the weakest because but again, who really knows? I mean, I'm saying the Capitals struggled towards the end of last year, or this season, I should say, but what does it really matter, right? It's a whole new season, essentially. No one really knows what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to be so weird. It really is. So that would create the matchups that I just said of the Toronto Maple Leafs playing against the Tampa Bay Lightning, which would be crazy. Then you have the Penguins. They'd be facing off against the Washington Capitals. That'd be unreal. I think I'm doing this right. I mean, if I'm wrong, you guys let me know. But I think that's how it's supposed to be. Again, this is all, guys. The whole bracket and everything. It's very confusing to me. Very confusing to me. That's why I want to do like too much of the bracket. I don't want to like predict the whole playoffs because it's a lot of information. It really is. But then we have the Islanders. To me, they would play the the Flyers. I meant. And then the 3 seed would be the Boston Bruins, would be the Hurricanes playing the Bruins. So that'd be an interesting matchup as well. Then you have the West, of course. You'd have Colorado yet again playing the... Oh, not yet again, because I picked the Jets, my bad. They'd be playing the Jets. They played the Flames last year, and we know how that went. But the Avs and them, of course. Then you have the Oilers against the Stars, which would be a good matchup for the Oilers, I think, really. I do. Then you have the Canucks facing off against the Blues. Don't like that matchup for the Canucks at all. And then we'd have the Coyotes facing off against the Vegas Golden Knights. So, again, I just don't know. I mean, I want to see what you guys think of the playing around. I mean, I don't want to go too far, like I said, and really predict the whole thing. I mean, it's so hard to do that because we just don't know what to expect in this whole entire format and this playoff in general. I mean, I'm excited, though. I'm so excited that we have hockey back. We can talk about hockey. Let me know how wrong I am, of course. I mean, I know I'm probably going to... I'm going to get some wrong, obviously. I mean, unless I'm a genius. But as always, guys, hope you did enjoy this video. Leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel here. Follow me on Twitch, Henrique. Instagram and Twitter, Henrique with 3 E's. Join the Discord to talk to me, followers, and subscribers of the channel. And as always, guys, stay safe out there. Appreciate you all very much. Thanks for the, all the support recently. And I'll see you guys in the next video.